forgot I even had that. Huh. Oh, Joe, what's up, YouTube? It's Edwin, the Comic Jabroni, coming at you guys. And it's another new comic book day review video. So, you're going to want to stick around. Let's talk about Marvel and DC books. Alright guys, so welcome back. Guys, like I said, I am Edwin, the Comic Jabroni, coming at you. And in today's video, we're going to discuss the Marvel and DC books that I picked up on New Comic Book Day. I'm going to give you my general review of it, what I thought about it. Am I going to drop it? Am I going to continue on with it? And on top of that, I'm also going to be using comic book roundups scores. In one of these corners, you're going to see the score for the book, and that's what critics scored the book, and that's what users like myself and yourself thought of the book. You can go to Comic Book Roundup, create yourself a profile, and you can review these books as well. I've always loved using this website, and I continue to talk about it because if you have a question about a book, and it might be one that I don't talk about, you can use the website as well. And guys, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, think about hitting that subscribe button and joining the hashtag Comic Jabroni Nation. Every week I'm dropping videos talking about comics, talking about Ninja Turtles, talking about grading books and speculation and variants. So if that's something that you're into, hit that subscribe button and check out the other content on my channel. But enough of that, let's get into the reviews. Alright, first up from DC, we've got Batman issue number 88. Written by James Tynion IV. Artwork is done by Gillum March. This is the third issue in James Tynion's run. Now, I don't know if his run is going to end at 100 or they're going to continue on with Tynion writing on Batman, but I will tell you this, that I have enjoyed these 3 issues more than I enjoyed that last run that Tom King had. I've talked about it a while, and that's nothing new for me, my perspective. I've enjoyed it. 86 was his first issue back on Batman, and it was a little bit slower than I liked, but 87 really picked it up, and 88, I must say, I'm all in on it now. I'm going to continue to buy Batman. I'm really digging it. One of the biggest reasons is we're getting a new villain called the Designer, and it seems, and what we're reading in these issues is that back in the day, right, prior to this issue, we had the Riddler, the Joker, the Penguin, and Catwoman. Really the 4 horsemen of the villains in the Batman Rogue Gallery. They defeated this guy at some point and they sent him off. They killed him, or, they sent him packing. So now he's back and he's trying to create Gotham in his image, whatever he wants it to be. So Catwoman's kind of in a dilemma. She doesn't know if she wants to tell Batman this. The Joker, we're not sure if he's dead or not. This issue's kind of crazy. I'm really digging it, guys. Let me know, are you all in now on this Tynion run of Batman? Because I'm in. All right, let's continue on with DC. I only picked up 2 books from DC this week, and this one is Justice League issue number 40, written by Robert Venditti. And the artwork is done by Doug Mahnke. This is the variant cover. I picked it up on accident. I actually just wanted to pick up the regular cover because it was $1 cheaper. But this is a new writing team on Justice League. That last issue of Justice League was the conclusion to the Doom Justice League War. I wasn't a big fan of how it ended. I absolutely enjoyed that run with Scott Snyder and what he was doing with the Legion of Doom versus the Justice League. It ended really weird. And this issue does not pick up with the ending of that. So I don't know where in continuity this issue is. Is this just a whole brand new run on Justice League and then we're going to pretend like none of that happened? I don't know. This doesn't talk about what happened with Perpetua, what happened with the Legion of Doom, and with Lex Luthor. But I will tell you this, I still enjoyed reading it, because it was more of a throwback to what I remember Justice League being. Not these super big time gods and universe ending crises. This is just a story about an alien being coming to Earth to take over the planet and the Justice League just having to defend it. This is just a one-part issue, and we're going to get more into it. I know that in this issue, there were some questions about continuity, not just what I brought up, but there is a part where Batman is actually flying off in the Batmobile, or in the Batwing, or the Batplane, or whatever the hell you want to call it, and he actually says autopilot, return to Batcave for the Batplane, and then in the next panel, he's having a flashback to where Alfred is still alive, and Alfred is saying, or Batman says, Alfred, remote pilot back to Batcave. Alfred comes back and says, hey, we're thinking it's going to be a long night or something like that, or you're going to have a ride back. And then it goes back to another panel where it says autopilot is engaged. So in my opinion, people were saying, wait a minute, is Alfred dead or is he not? Alfred is dead, right? He passed away in issue, whatever it was, 86 or 87 of Batman. But that was just Batman still coming to terms with his best friend, Alfred, dead, and he's still having these flashbacks, guys. So that's, in my opinion, that's what I think that was. It's a little bit hard. I had to read it a couple times, like, is this what's going on? But I dig it. You get an old Superman villain coming back into the fold. You get the Eradicator coming back, and he's going to take over Earth. So the Justice League, they cut down their numbers. That's one thing from that last Justice League run that I got to say. The numbers for the Justice League got to be too big. It was like a 55 team unit, and in this, you only got the 5 main members. You got Superman, you got Batman, Flash, Green Lantern, and that's it. Those are the 5 members. This is, like I said, written by Venditti, who has been known to push his Green Lanterns more because he has written on Green Lanterns. So when you read this, you do get that feeling that John Stewart, Green Lantern John Stewart, plays a bigger role. He's more of a team lead than he usually is. But I liked it. I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to continue on, though, man. I don't know. I might give it one more issue and then we may drop it after that. But guys, that's it from DC. Let's get into Marvel. All right, now we're into Marvel. First book up from Marvel, we got Marauders, issue number 7, written by Gary Dugan. Artwork is done by Stefano Caselli. I want to say Caselli. I think that's how it's said. Well, guys, if you read the last issue of Marauders, you know it ended with a super big cliffhanger. So I couldn't wait to read this. What I can say is this doesn't really touch on what happened at the end of that issue. And I don't want to spoil it for anybody. I don't want anybody getting mad at me. This is more of a spoiler-free review. But this continues on with the story of the Hellfire Gang and the different king and queens trying to fill out their rosters, right? Because you have the queen or the king, then you have a bishop, and then there's a knight. And we still don't know who the knights are for each one of these teams, but in this issue, we do find out who one of the knights is going to be, and that's going to be for the White Queen, Emma Frost. She does pick her White Queen out. One thing I really like about this is, and especially in Marauders and in X-Force, you get these different pages, and I'll show you one. You get these different pages here, and they're either like text messages from unknown senders or they're emails from this X-Force desk, which seems like it might be CIA, US driven, but they're really just giving you more of the story, and without having to, draw pictures or anything, draw any of the artwork for it. They're giving you more backstory on what other nations are thinking about this island of Krakoa. The ending does again end on a cliffhanger. We don't know what the outcome of what happened with Catherine, with Kitty Pryde. We don't really know, but we see her dragon Lockheed at the end. Is he dead? Is he alive? We don't know. We're going to have to find out in issue number 8. But I will say, Marauders is still my 1A, 1B favorite of the Dawn of X titles. Guys, let me know which one is your favorite. All right, let's keep going. We got X-Men Fantastic Four, issue number 1. I grabbed this absolutely amazing B cover, the Mark Brooks connecting cover, so I can't wait to get the second part of this because you got Doom right here in the middle with his lurking eyes. Huh, Perry? I'm lurking. I'm looking at you, buddy. So what I will say is, this is written by Chip Zdarsky. Artwork is done by Terry Dodson. Artwork, pretty good in my opinion. It's okay. 7 out of 10. The story, though, that's where this is at. This is an X-Men Dawn of X kind of a tie-in. Now, X-Men, they've created this island nation of Krakoa where all mutants are allowed on that island. It's supposed to be a peaceful island. Well, there's one mutant left that they want to get their hands on and bring him to the island, and that's going to be Franklin Richards. He is a part of the Fantastic Four. He's the son of Sue Richards and Reed Richards, but he's a mutant. He has powers, but his powers are starting to dwindle. His powers are starting to wane on him, and his dad is doing these tests. Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, doesn't know what's going on, and then Charles Xavier, the rest of the X-Men, they go to the Fantastic Four headquarters to tell them, hey, we're bringing him with us. There's a big fight that ensues. It's a great issue. I really didn't expect anything out of this. I wasn't even going to pick it up, to tell you the truth. But on Buyer Pass on Tuesday, I had Perry Comics and I had John's Comics with Kids tell me that this is a definite pickup. And I said, you know what? I dropped another title for this, and I'm loving it, guys. I dig it. The artwork is pretty good, but it's the writing where it's all about. Chip Zdarsky, you guys have been reading Daredevil. Everybody telling me Daredevil is awesome. Chip Zdarsky's writing is amazing. I believe it. Just not a Daredevil fan. But Chip Zdarsky's killing it with this first issue right here. Let me know what you think. Franklin Richards is supposed to be the most powerful mutant of all time. This kid can create universes with his power. So of course the X-Men are going to want him on Krakoa. And his parents, the Fantastic Four, they don't want to let him go because that's their baby boy. So I don't know where it's going to end up. I have a feeling I kind of figured it out already, but it's a 4-issue little mini-series that's tied in with the Dawn of X. Can't wait to read the rest of them. Let me know, are you picking up this X-Men Fantastic Four? All right, and the last book I got is Star Wars Darth Vader issue number 1. This is written by Greg Pak, and the artwork is done by, I want to get the name right, Raphael Ienko. I hope I said that right. I think I did. But this takes place right after the events of Empire Strikes Back, right? That is my favorite Star Wars movie. There are questions around that 1 year that happens in between the end of Empire Strikes Back and the beginning of Return of the Jedi. There are things that they have never talked about in the Star Wars universe. So this and the new Star Wars series that came out here just recently are starting to try to pull that continuity and talk about that 1 year. So this deals with Darth Vader trying to really go out there and find Luke Skywalker, but not only find him, find anybody that had anything to do with Luke Skywalker being taken away after Padme got killed. And why didn't Darth Vader, why didn't he get his son? Right? And we kind of understand, yeah, he was with the Emperor, and he's a bad guy. Of course, they're not going to give him a baby. He goes back to Tatooine, right, to that little, whatever the hell it was called, where Luke Skywalker, grew up. And even him, he went back, I think it was in the second movie, to go find his mother. And I think it was Shmi Skywalker, where he found out that she was dead, and he goes out and kills a bunch of those Tusken Raiders. Guys, I love the Star Wars Darth Vader. I love any of the Marvel run that Darth Vader has been on, because they continue to give us stories that are based on lore and things that we really didn't know too much about Darth Vader. So this is awesome. I don't know if it's going to be, a 4 or 5 issue miniseries, or maybe 25 issues again, like the last one was. I will say this ends on a cliffhanger. Of course it does. Ends on a cliffhanger. I can't wait to read the next issue. But one thing I can say, Greg Pak writes Darth Vader beautifully, right? The writing on this is great. And there's a new droid that we see in this issue that follows Darth Vader around, and he's kind of the comic relief, but it's not so much comedy that it takes away from everything that's going on in the story. He's just like little things here and there that he talks about, and it kind of it made me chuckle a little bit. I thought it was pretty funny. It was like, just like that, guys. So Darth Vader wasn't my read of the week, but it was my Marvel DC read of the week. I really enjoyed it. I love this cover too by In-Hyuk. In-Hyuk Lee did this cover. I thought it was amazing, guys. So that's it, Marvel and DC. I only picked up 5 issues. Tomorrow on my channel, we will do a live stream. We will go over the independent books that I picked up. You definitely don't want to miss out on Comic Jabroni live streams because I have been known to give away comics on these live streams. So if you're a part of the Comic Jabroni live stream, your name gets placed into a giveaway for a comic. Here just recently, Aggressively Relaxing won the last giveaway for Tales of the Teen Titans 44. I'm gonna link that video up there. He posted a video up on his channel of me. You know, I sent him that book and he did an unboxing of it, guys. So you definitely want to check that video out. Anyways, thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that like button. Write a comment. What did you guys pick up on New Comic Book Day this week? But until next time, Edwin the Comic Jabroni, take it easy.
Over 9,
Peace.